Global oil prices are struggling to restore previous positions, with the Brent quote holding above the level of $60 per barrel. News coming from the United States and China support these dynamics. The ruble has opened the trade in the positive zone after the Fed's decision on cutting rates eased the US dollar yesterday. The oil market has weakened again, but the oil buyers are likely to become more active soon. Benchmark crude oil started the session with a moderate growth. A message about an oil spill and the suspension of one of the leading pipelines in crushing oil field supported the market. Traders were also worried about weak industrial data from China, as the PMI in the country's industrial sector fell in October, contrary to the forecasted growth. Investors hope that after the pessimistic statistical data, China's authorities will take additional measures to support the national economy. Brent oil has approached the level of 61, currently trading at $60.99 a barrel. On Wednesday, data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration put additional pressure on the quotes. According to EIA, U.S. crude inventories increased by 5.7 million barrels, or by 1.3% from the previous week. The data surprised market participants, who expected to see a more moderate rise. The outcome of the U.S. Central Bank meeting turned out to be favorable for the ruble. On Wednesday, the ruble strengthened against the U.S. dollar following the global dynamics. Moreover, high demand on the federal loan bonds issued by the Russian Ministry of Finance also supported the ruble's growth. At the press conference after the Fed's meeting, Jerome Powell did not make any sensational statements. There is no risk of a recession, and in general, the American economy is stable. Despite market expectations, Jerome Powell did not adopt the hawkish policy, thus putting the dollar under considerable pressure. Today, the Russian currency is moderately advancing against its American counterpart. The dollar-ruble pair is trading at the level of 63.73. Such dynamic can be explained by expensive oil and the weakening dollar. The quotes are expected to stay within the level of 63. However, the ruble still remains under risk until the end of the week, as the U.S. jobs report may influence the situation. The data above the expected readings may cause the dollar's growth. In general, today the ruble seems to be overvalued relatively to oil prices and macroeconomic data. Currently, there are no obvious factors that can support the Russian currency. Therefore, if the demand for the currencies of emerging markets declines, it may weigh on the ruble as well. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.